Hugh Keynes. Good evening, everyone. As you may know, my name is Hugh Keynes, and I'm a student in Ms. Gessick's class. What is it in life that gives us our true purpose? For me, it was an unexpected office romance and the even more unexpected result of that romance. Today, I'll be giving an autobiographical speech about my life and how I found my true purpose. First, I'll tell you about my life growing up, then I'll tell you about my life after high school. Finally, I'll tell you about my life as it is today and how the birth of my daughter came to give me my greatest purpose in life. The birth of a child can be extremely life-altering, but expect it or not, it can help one to find their true purpose. I was born in Las Vegas, Nevada, to my father, an African-American man, and my mother, a German woman. Growing up, I was shy. I had friends, but I kept my circle small. In fourth grade, I mostly kept to myself though, but in fourth grade, I met a group of friends, a group of kids in my grandmother's neighborhood. We became friends, and as we got older, we'd have conversations about the future and what we wanted to be when we grew up. I discussed becoming a phlebotomist, which is someone who draws blood, and eventually continue my education to become a laboratory scientist, which is someone who runs the lab that phlebotomists work in. It seemed like the perfect thing for me to do, but what majorly held my interest was computers. I attended a Magnet High School Advanced Technologies Academy where I majored in computer science, hoping to become a computer programmer. I eventually lost interest in that vocation though, because I just couldn't see myself doing that every day. My high school experience hadn't led me to my career path in that way, but my favorite class, weight training, had showed me to my interest in health science. I didn't know it, but I was already on my path to finding my true purpose. After high school, I got a job as a library aide, working for the school district at an elementary school. I liked the job, but after a few years, I decided that it just wasn't for me, so I quit. After quitting, I reconnected with a childhood friend, David, who shared similar interests in healthcare and phlebotomy. For years though, David and I wouldn't work, or we'd seldomly go to school either, because we really didn't have a plan for the future. That all changed though when David's girlfriend got pregnant. David all of a sudden had a lot of new responsibilities coming his way, and that triggered me to change my own life. I started exercising, got a job, and went back to school, eventually becoming certified in phlebotomy. My interest in phlebotomy had come back when, during a conversation with David, he suggested to me that I draw blood to make money, and my interest in becoming a laboratory scientist had returned. For the first time, my path was clearly visualized, but after seeing David become a father, I realized that there was more to having a purpose than just having a job. After finding and starting my first job as a phlebotomist, I met Rosalina. It seemed we shared similar interests in just about everything, and we quickly became good friends. It wasn't long though after our friendship began that our friendship transformed from a friendship to a more intimate relationship. Try as we might to stop it, only a few months after the relationship began, Rosalina became pregnant. So everything was changing. There were a lot of new responsibilities. My life of simplicity was over, and I had a lot of new things to prepare for. Things which seemed tedious, but things that helped me to develop myself. The birth of my daughter brought me the greatest level of responsibility and joy that I'd ever felt. Taking care of a little person was extremely exhausting, but doing things for her, my daughter, brought me the greatest sense of accomplishment I'd ever felt, and she became my motivation to succeed. Just knowing that she was taken care of at the end of each day made it easy for me to go to sleep. The steps for me to succeed became easier to see, and all of a sudden seemed less difficult. These days when I wake up, my daughter, Kaya, is the first thing on my mind. Before I do anything else, everything else is put on pause to make sure her needs are taken care of first. Beyond just having a job or a career path, she provides me with purpose to take action every day because her life and future depends on it. Throughout my life, I've wandered from niche to niche, wondering what I should do with my life. I never expected that I'd become a father and that suddenly everything would become secondary to my child, therefore giving me the purpose that I had always been looking for. My path hasn't always been clear or easy for me to visualize, but the one thing that's definitely helped me to visualize that path has definitely been the birth of my daughter.